Back in the kitchen now with Angie Horkin from the Wisconsin Beef Council, making another stew recipe. And I'm excited about this one because it's totally different.
It does. It pushes the envelope.
You know,
but in a good way.
Yeah, and we are now being exposed to all these different fun ingredients out there, and people want to try different fun new things. So this is Mom's beef stew taken to a whole nother level. It's got some Indian flavors.
Yeah, it does, and not a lot of ingredients. It's quite simple. A lot less, I think, components than the Provencal beef stew that we just made. This one's pretty simple. So
good deal.
If you don't mind opening your mind to different flavors and spices, it's really good.
Yeah, but even kids are, you know, eating more adventurously, you know.
Yes.
So, but we're going to start the same way we did before, a little olive oil in a very, very hot pan, and this is the stew meat.
2 pounds of stew meat.
2 pounds, and again, we want to try and, you know, spread it around, not overcrowd it, get a little color on it. Okay. Salt and pepper?
Salt and pepper, a little kosher salt, black pepper.
This is that mixture. We do 1 cup of kosher salt to 1 tablespoon of coarsely ground black pepper, and you just leave that near your stove, and it's the perfect blend of seasoning. Love that.
I do too. I use it all the time. So we'll let that brown, and then we're going to remove that beef, and then we're going to add garlic and onion, very traditional, but also fresh ginger.
Oh.
And when you're doing your garlic and onion and you add the ginger, it's amazing how you can smell the ginger. It's great. I love it. So you kind of splurge this recipe. Slow down, take your time, get the garlic that you can chop up, the fresh garlic, and then the fresh ginger we can mince.
You bet. So about how many cloves of garlic are we looking for?
4 cloves.
Okay. And sometimes there's big ones, sometimes there's little ones, so.
And then I'm going to coarsely chop, dice 1 yellow onion.
Okay. Smells so good.
Okay. There's the onion. I'll peel the ginger.
You bet. I'm working on my garlic.
I do like working with fresh ginger root.
I do too. It also comes, you know, if you want to take a shortcut, you can get it in a jar.
I've never done that.
In the produce section.
Sure.
Near the garlic in a jar, and it's really nice. You can just keep it in your fridge.
Oh,
but boy, what a difference it makes rather than using the dried. It really does. Okay. Does the garlic go right in here?
We'll remove the beef.
Okay.
So give it a couple stirs.
You bet.
Get it browned. We had a nice hot pan, so it shouldn't take too long. We'll remove the beef, so then we've got the oil in there.
Okay, and at home, you know, you'll want to do this a little bit longer. But basically get some good color on that beef. Now in goes our, you'll see some nice drippings here, which is a good thing.
In goes our onion, fresh ginger root, and the garlic.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Keep the same heat, that nice hot pan.
Yep. Just adding, beef is so lean, a little bit of olive oil just to get it going.
So we'll let that just sweat a minute or 2.
Okay.
And then we're going to add 1 can of tomato sauce. Simple.
Easy.
And then garam masala.
Okay.
So that's our Indian spice mix.
And again, you can probably find that right at the grocery store. Certainly those specialty spice stores have that too.
Yes.
It's got such a unique, lot of stuff going on. It almost, I think it's a blend.
Yeah.
But it's got
almost like curry and a sweet cumin.
Yeah, cinnamon I smell in there a little bit maybe. It's a lot of great Indian spices in there. Now beef goes back in?
Yeah, that's our liquid. That's our sauce. That's our stew.
Okay.
And then we're gonna add the beef back in. A tight-fitting lid. Keep it on low heat. Same principle, because you want to break down your chuck roast or your stew meat.
Okay.
And then let that simmer an hour or 2 till your beef's tender. And then we'll grab the done one.
So
we're going to add a cup of, the recipe calls for fat-free half and half.
Okay.
So fat-free half and half, I'm sure.
So this is another completely different twist here that
Yes.
we're very, very different. I can't ever remember putting that in a traditional beef stew, but I'm thinking of some of the Indian dishes I've had, and they sometimes will have a yogurt or heavy cream in there.
And then 1 cup of frozen peas. I hadn't thawed mine. And this, just a couple minutes, heat it up, get your peas defrosted, get your peas hot. But not too long, you don't have to. A couple minutes. And then I did some real nice basmati or jasmine rice.
Right.
A real nice rice. We're going to put that in as our bed, and we're going to serve our stew. It looks delicious.
Fantastic. Angie, thank you so much for sharing these 2 stew recipes. We'll put the recipes on our website. You can also call the Beef Council. The number?
1-800-728-2333, and we will mail them free.